Good evening, everybody. It is my honor to welcome you back to Saturday night, and of course that means Romhack Races is here once again. We've got a really special race for everybody. This is week 200. There is so much to talk about, and I hope you're feeling really good tonight. It is really nice to see everybody and the energy in chat. If you haven't seen this before, you will learn. This is Romhack Races. We do this every Saturday, more or less. Never before seen Super Mario World Kaizo level. Racers haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. And we're all going to race it together. We have a really special creator tonight for week 200. Allegedly, Maddy, who has produced some fine video game works in the past and has got another really exciting level for us here tonight. Joining me as well on commentary tonight, I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, the heart and soul and the glue that holds a lot of this together. Dr. No, how are you doing? It is good to see you. Doc will be joining us tonight for the 200 celebration.
You know, I wasn't anticipating to get teary listening to Despacito, but I'll be honest with you, this song does things to me now.
It's a forlorn melody. It really is. I was just about to say that.
But yeah, we made it. We made it to 200. And
it's going to be a good time.
I'll turn myself up. It's been a while. Those of you that know I've kind of been away from things for a bit, so I'm working on making myself get my audio stuff back together. So I appreciate your patience.
Well, while Doc is, I can fill everybody in while you're getting situated here. I was just going to say, while Doc is getting set up, if y'all are new here, this is Romhack Races. Like I said, we do it every Saturday. Check out romhackraces.com if you'd like to learn a little bit more about us and what we're doing. If you'd like to try this level for yourself, we also have a Discord server with a bunch of new fun features on it. And I'm really excited. I don't know what I'm in for, but we'll be bringing you the play-by-play. This is a race, of course, but we're here to support everybody, regardless of position. It's the player versus the level. And to give you a real quick breakdown here, length of longest section tonight, 3 out of 10. Complexity, hardest trick to figure out, though, 6 out of 10. And execution, 5 out of 10. And this is ranked as a marathon level. So length of longest section doesn't reflect the overall length, but just the longest section. So we might see some big brain moves. We might see some clutch gaming. I'm sure we'll see all of that and more. Get ready for some real big fun. Remember, this is a sight reading race, so the racers have no idea what they're about to experience. They're just going to have to wing it.
Oh, nobody has any idea what they're about to experience. I can assure you that.
Doc has been telling me all week that this is you're going to want to see this. You don't know what you're about to see here. So I also have no idea, but Doc and I will be here hanging out to bring you the play-by-play and just talk a little bit about the 200 weeks of Romhack Race that we've had. It's been a really wonderful thing, and I'm really grateful to be here tonight to bring everybody the commentary and hopefully a lot of fun.
Real quick, we've had this is our second marathon level. I guess a few weeks ago now, Kerr and I believe Benevik made a level called Shooter McGavin that we decided was our first marathon level, which basically means don't let the short length rating fool you. This level has got some substance behind it. So we're about ready to get kicked off. We've got Marcy, Halcyon, You Fail Me, and RBP getting ready to kick us off. We've got 30 racers tonight. Let's go.
Are there 30?
There's 30.
Really cool. All right.
With midways and no midways. We have a with midways and no midways selection at the...
Oh my. I think in the Mushroom Kingdom, just the system Kaizo crimes are considered especially heinous and dedicated players to creep before the courage race before the form of... That's pretty much what it says there, right?
Lest you forgot, this was allegedly...
Oh, what? Okay.
Surprise, everyone!
So we got Sonic and Marcy already doing well here. So what have we got here? We got spins. We got rings to collect. I'm trying to discern the gimmick here by watching it, but it looks like Marcy in the upper left already at a checkpoint, and looks like You Fail Me also about to get one. So what pink rings make you spin? And that is how to get through. Marcy with another checkpoint. Okay, we're moving quick here.
It's a little more complex than that. These are motor coins. These coins change your jump state. So
Okay.
if you are spinning and you collect a pink coin, you will no longer spin. If you are not spinning and you collect a pink coin, you will start spinning.
Okay. So we just have to move through and use the appropriate jump type for the situation. Marcy here in the upper left, though, making huge progress. Marcy with the reads right now. This is sight reading here. You failed me in the lower left, trying to keep it up. They're about a checkpoint behind. It's a little bit tough at this point to kind of see who. I think Marcy is maintaining the lead here, going to this vertical section. This is fast stuff right now. Yeah, touching a coin, change the spin, and the brown blocks. They're brownish. I don't know if they're brown or black, but they are death blocks. You can see their little red eyes glaring at you there. They will kill the hedgehog.
So if you were watching the SGDQ relay race that took place a couple weeks ago now, there was a level in that relay called Thrice Ghosted. And one thing about that level that made it particularly unique compared to the other levels is that there were a lot of checkpoints. Way more checkpoints than you're normally used to seeing in a Kaizo level. And allegedly, Maddy, if that's who really did make this level, that is a staple of something that they are actively trying to do. As we have an important update we need to make, Revelug has made a breakaway.
Oh, yo, that is a lead change. So Marcy in the upper left and Revelug, in the upper right. So one thing I wanted to point out real quick about the mechanics, you'll notice there are there's spins and regular jumps. Eries, those little ghosts with the little hands there, you can spin jump on them, but not regular jump. And swoopers, the bats with the wings, of course bats have wings, you can regular jump on them, but if you spin jump on them, you will just poof them. So Eries will kill you, you must be spin jumping. Bats could be one or the other, and that's kind of how the players are reading through this.
It is a very technical level, believe it or not. As we have some more lead changes, people are making some moves through this.
These sections, I love the sort of increasing complexity here. There's a lot of really small sections, and the complexity is just kind of going and going and going with time. I really like that kind of cascading.
Oh, Revelug! Revelug getting Kaizo blocked, because this is actually still, believe it or not, a level allegedly made by Maddy, which means that you can never take anything for granted.
Yeah, I'm waiting because there are going to be surprises and secrets around every turn. You know it. Om Nom Nom in the lower right, making good moves. Nicely played tonight. So this is really difficult, man. I'm even trying to just look at this at a glance to, where do you need to spin jump? Where do you need to be regular jumping? And then touching the ring to switch that at the appropriate time. And you can see there's a lot of that on screen. There's a bunch of bats, a bunch of Eries, and a bunch of rings. So kind of getting the flow here and being able to intuit that is really interesting pathfinding, I think, because it's all right there on the screen. It just, how do you interpret that in particular? Here's an H for, oh, nope, sorry.
Close.
Was going to say Halcyon. Kaizo Block had other plans. That's how it goes. But this is another thing, too, for consistency. There's Halcyon right back there. See, that is consistency. And, either being able to read something or being able to get through on your first shot, whatever's going to lock that progress in for the racers. Do you know who is in the lead right now? Is it Revelug here in the upper right? These sections are a little bit... Yeah, it looks like Revelug, B2 in the upper left. I think B2 right now.
Revelug actually has probably made the most progress of anyone so far. Halcyon is really close by. So I would say between Revelug and Halcyon, they are the two that you need to be looking at right now. But we have RBP Kasioski and Kioski and Gossip Greg also making really good moves as well.
I think I saw a new section here coming up from Revelug, and maybe a small message, a relatable message in the level. Yep, there's B2. Okay, at that Kaizo block, righto. So yeah, it looks like Revelug right now out past that checkpoint with the Toadette. I like the little toadette in there.
Maddy allegedly leaving a little message for all of us in the level. I am so sick of living on the knife. Which, they said the name.
That's the name of the level in the level.
It is.
Okay, yo, Revelug here with a chance for progress. And sick of living on the knife with the H. So this is, Revelug now in the upper right, in the lead right now. But yeah, these little tiny sections really make it like anybody's game. This is such a creative concept. I really love the, what's the word I'm looking for? The density here. There's just a lot of, it's a couple of elements that are just used in really dense ways, and I think that's fascinating. Lungfish, look out! Lungfish 3000, what is this? Lungfish and Revelug, and could this be TJB in the upper left? But Lungfish and Revelug on the right side of your screen now making huge moves. Speaking of density,
the section that Lungfish and Revelug are on right now is actually really, really interesting. So you know that coins change, or rings change your jump state. Well, what do you do if you have 8 of them? And what do you do if you don't want to change your jump state, but you have to jump through a cloud of rings?
Take only a couple of them, or take enough to switch it and then switch it back. So if you want the same jump type, you want an even number of rings, and if you want to change your jump type, you want an odd number of rings. Really creative. Marcy also in the section that Lungfish and Revelug are on. You Fail Me in the lower left also there as well. So it's just a super close race right now. I love how this comes down to just something, like I said, that is right on the screen. Here it is, but what are you reading? What are you thinking about in that moment?
Pause strats from Marcy to do some counting.
That's a smart play, really. That is like always a legit strat, and it got her through. Very well done. There's the H. That's a really clever play. It's always it's always something that's available. That's not cheating or anything in the race. That's just a move that you have in your arsenal to potentially pause. It might help you. It might hurt you. I've seen pauses absolutely wreck people and then also help them get through. So well played. Good thinking in the moment. And Lungfish too, keeping the pressure on though. Right behind. No pause needed there.
So the section Marcy and Lung are on right now is where things start really ramping up a bit. Like I said, this is a level with a lot of short sections chained together, and you don't lose a lot of progress, but things start really picking up. And Marcy first try with the Brewing H. Marcy right now officially in the lead.
Yep, and that's a great example of one sight read, right? Is it consistency that's going to get you past that? But look at all this knowledge that Marcy gets. I mean, we're going to see other checkpoints from these racers in the next couple of lives, right? But Marcy gets that little bit of an edge because they got the sight read on that. That's where those are the moments in the races. I'm just kind of like watching this, like I want to try this level. I love the marathon style of this with just a lot of checkpoints. And TJB, look out in the upper left, making moves. They got to the sick of living on the knife section. With the little shell turnaround, I like that kind of switch up in the mechanics about halfway through. They want to actually nudge the shell, but then they don't want to be spin jumping when they touch the shell because a spin will just destroy the shell. So nudge the shell, touch the coin, regular jump, and then bonk the shell to not destroy it and actually get up there. This does seem like the really cool, backstage version of Thrice Ghosted, you know?
Lungfish saw the H but didn't get a chance to spin, didn't have the spin jump, because here's the thing, you can't pick your own jump. You can only normal jump it. You can't start with a spin jump. I don't know if that was something that was made clear.
That's true, yeah. Normally in SMW, A will make you spin and B will make you regular jump, and you can just choose that, but here you're not allowed to. No choices to be had. Here goes Marcy again through these boo rings like a champion. Revelug too. But does Marcy have a little bit more knowledge? It looks like they might.
Marcy's making a break. Marcy's making a break. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! I realize what the toadette means now. I realize now that Toadette is trying to warn us. trying to warn us of impending peril. Lungfish, though, can they get the checkpoint?
Oh!
Oof!
All right. Can Marcy do it? Can Marcy do it? Marcy with the first try. Marcy with the repeat. Back to back.
That was really good. That was really good. I remember Marcy. Here goes you fail me for the H. I remember Marcy specifically saying that they wanted to win one, and they got the 2 in the row.
They got 2 in a row.
That was really well done.
I'm not going to show you what is on Marcy's screen right now, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a 1-level race, and we had to say that specifically. But it's week 200. This is a special week.
Oh! This
is a special week. There's more than 1 level on our patch.
Oh, that's really exciting.
So, Lungfish.
Oh, there it is. Yo, Revelug had it. They had the key, and they missed the fall, and Lungfish picking up on that sight read for the win. Very well done.
GG, Lungfish. Very nice
job. These
are
great. These have been really, really tight clears, and the lead change multiple times has really been exciting. Revelug coming back in the upper left for the repeat. Not to be denied twice. They've got those jumps, and I love the articulation around those spinning boo rings. Look out, Toadette. Oh, that's why. I see. Revelug, nicely done for the 3. Very, very well done. I see why they missed that fall before, because the keyhole is hiding behind one of those blue platforms that springs you up into the air.
Yep.
And so you don't actually see it until you're up there getting ready to fall. That's really clever design.
Exactly.
I want to point out something that I always want to point out for the races as we get ready for an H from Halcyon, maybe, so we got the podium, right? We got the 3. Romhack Races is a community presentation, enjoyable time, fun time for everybody, wrapped up as a race, right? We're here for everybody, and we're here to celebrate the achievements of everybody in our community. And if you look at the timer, right, I see 13 minutes and 50 seconds. So it's tempting to think, oh, you know, some of these players might be bad if they didn't beat it in 20 minutes. No. This is all really, really good stuff here. As Halcyon looking for the sight read on the end, Muzzle in the upper right going for it, RB and you fail me as well. It makes me think that I saw a, I don't know, it was something on social media or whatever. Halcyon, oh, no, almost.
We're close.
Like Olympic runner breaking a world record, and they were just so far away from everybody else on the track, and I was like, oh wow, those other racers look bad. And then I thought, oh no, those other racers are Olympic contenders, and this person is just phenomenal. So don't get tricked into thinking that you're seeing like bad gameplay from anybody here. Don't make that mistake. See, you fail me, right? Proving me right. Proving me right. Good job. If y'all in chat want to know who got what place, exclamation leaderboard in the chat, you can check out the leaderboard over on romhackraces.com, and you can check that out and all the other leaderboards and stuff if you want to, or if you're playing the levels later. Here goes Halcyon again, lower right, in there, no problem, nicely done.
Good job.
But if you want to play some of the levels for yourselves, you can go over to the website, or you can go on the Discord and use the command get level. Kelgand, big shout outs, has got a whole new thing for us that you can browse the Romhack race backlog of patches through all 200 weeks a lot more easily now.
It's great. All you have to do is go to our Discord, type /get level, and just click on the little command that pops up. You can pick your week. You can search for any one of the creators that has ever made a level for us. You can pick your difficulty. So if you want to go in and pick a specific type of difficulty, you can pick whatever that. Or if you just want to pick a random level and just be like, hey, I just want to try something cool, you can do that too. So you can do it all in Discord. Rami will serve the level up for you right there. You don't have to go anywhere. Just pop in, type /get level, and it just happens right there. As Muzzle
Muzzle, nicely done. And Jank Pickle, too, in the lower left, about to go for the read. Oh, that backwards boost. Germdove gets it. Wow, everybody's in here. I wanted to point out that some people in that second section, Muzzle, Jank Pickle, were actually skipping one of the little bats with booze around it. They just skipped it entirely and went for the other bounce. I like that ability to kind of interpret the flow a little bit. Yeah, Jank Pickle did it right there. They just completely skipped that far right bat. It looks like a couple of people are doing that as well. Jank Pickle about to clear it, maybe? Oh, yeah, easy. Oh, Gossip Greg, though. Finding the Kaizo block. Hey, check it out. B2DE in a slightly, in the night mode version of the level with the slightly different filter on their capture.
You love to see it.
Right now we got RB Pimlico, B2 TJB in the lower left, Gossip Greg in the lower right. And no, sorry, RB. Whoa! What a photo finish! Oh my, that's gotta be by frames. RB Pimlico and B2. I'm not even sure who got that first. That was frames away. Amazing. Look, see, this is just something, man. I really want to make this point because I want to lean into the idea that, we're trying to celebrate everybody's achievements. We're trying to celebrate the Kaizo community here. Like, look at how tight a broad pool of racers will be, over the course of one level. Look at how close, within minutes, like a whole bunch of people. Nathan MG in the upper left taking it home. So I guess my takeaway for that is like, I am talking to you, Kaizo player. You are not the outlandishly bad one that oh no is embarrassing. You know what I mean? I know that's tough for folks, and I want to try to lean into examples that show you that, everybody feels that way, but it's actually all in your head. Because take a look at the 30 so people that have signed up for this, and look at how they're all very matched up. They're all close. They're all doing silly things. They all hit the block or avoided it or something. They got the move. Like, you too. That I want to try to point that out. It's important to me that I point that out. You got good Kaizo players playing good Kaizo levels. You got good Kaizo. I don't know anyone who's never like, oh, I've never died to an up pipe before. Like, well, the heck you haven't. So that's just good Kaizo for everybody.
That's just good Kaizoing.
It is. It's good Kaizo gameplay. Gossip Greg, look out! Oh, they didn't. They got bamboozled. I could see that. I think that would probably get me, honestly. It's like, oh no, I'm the only one that got bamboozled at the end there and fell in the pit. No, you're not. Everyone's having, it's fun. Everyone's here to learn and have fun.
And hey, you could say, there are some people here I know that when they started playing Kaizo levels, they told themselves that they would never be able to beat allegedly a Maddy level, and yet here you are, playing and beating allegedly a Maddy level, and making it look good. I might add.
TJP, they saw it though. They saw it. Yeah. Ender of Games out of here, upper right hand corner, nicely done. That was something that really, we got Stu Cat coming in here in the upper right. Welcome. New name, maybe?
New name.
I haven't seen them, but welcome.
New name.
I wanted to say, new name on screen and, getting into kind of thinking about 200 weeks of Romhack races, 200 weeks of TJB getting into the keyhole at the end of the cool level. Something that I think has been
Gossip Greg, one of the
too. Rewarding things. Gossip Greg, here we go, in there. But, players, Kyo's got Kyoski in the lower left. This is great. I love these names. Having gotten to see the community grow for 200 weeks, from the time that we started this and the types of levels that we had and where everyone's skills were collectively, I think 200 weeks ago, I'm not just saying this because I want to, let's just say something nice or whatever. I'm saying this because it's like empirical facts and data. I have sat here myself and watched you all get better and stronger and more creative and expand your minds as gamers, if you want to get so trippy dippy about it. I have sat here and watched you all do that for 200 weeks, and I'm really damn proud of you. I'm gonna use my one curse word on Romhack races to say I really am. It's been one of the most rewarding things about this to see people come in and grow and learn and complete these levels. I'm watching yous, and I like what I see on the whole. That's been something that's been very, very rewarding for me. Something that keeps me coming back to do this personally. Walking Eye, Stu Cat, Kioski, Chef Boy Eric. Look at this. Every time we pull somebody in, they're on what, the final section? Look at it. Look at this.
So
Doc, what do you think about all this madness?
There's a reason for that, and the reason for that is Kelgan, Sharivi, and Star-Lord, who are taking the job of this level times 30 racers and absolutely providing all of you the necessary scouting to make sure that everyone can have a time in the sun and have their gameplay featured on the restream so that we all can see it. So massive thank you to Kel, Star, and Cherry for really making sure that we look good as race director and commentator, because we can see who's racing as Stu Cat. Almost.
It's so close, yeah. Is that for first time racer for Kioski? Very cool. And I'm saying that around Kioski, but this is their first race.
I don't believe it's their first race, but
that's what I was reading in the chat.
I believe it has been a while for them. That's a name I've seen before. It may be their first race, but they've definitely been around, which has also been really cool to see as people go from just enjoying the racers as a chatter to actively participating in the race to becoming creators themselves as well. That has been a really cool evolution, and that has been part of the reason why I keep coming back to do. Ooh.
Yo, Stu Cat, there it is.
There it is.
Nicely done. I love, it's just the flow. There's something about just the big open room and the fall through the air that's just very airy. That's a weird word, but that's the one that comes to mind for me. It's just it's nice, it's airy, it's a nice breeze. It's a warm way to end it. It's not like some levels end you crashing into something, you know what I mean? You just come screeching to a halt and your motorcycle is wrecked and you finally grab the orb. And this one just kind of breezes you, and I don't know, something to be said for that.
Eric finding out the Toadette is there for a reason, though.
Yeah, the first time I saw Toadette, I didn't make the connection between Toadette and Kaizo block, and then the second time you see it, you realize that as you're dying. Like, there's a certain amount of mental game that is being played here, and I mean, of course, absolutely honored that that allegedly, we would have someone of Maddy's caliber to make a level for us. That's a huge honor.
We have been truly one of the reasons why Romhack Races has made it to 200 weeks has been, obviously we've been able to provide a platform for new creators and creators trying to reach a new audience, but we have been blessed with some of the best creators in the history of Super Mario World, as Eric,
Chef Boy Eric, in there, nicely done.
Very nice.
Look at these sub 25s just rolling in like some kind of gamers here.
Just so
Silent Snake,
good.
yo, what's going on? Last section, I'm not seeing anybody. There's Walking Eye with the most space station controller in the world. Check him out on twitch.tv/walkingeye. Ask about it.
It is really cool controller.
It's a pretty cool space station controller.
But we've had, if you did not realize this, go in and do a browse on our Discord server. Type in that little /get level that Kelgan worked so hard on, and see for yourself. We've got levels from Juzzcook, FTO29, Morsel, Margot, allegedly Maddy. Some of the best and most known, some would say feared, creators in our community have all taken turns to help make Romhack Races what it is, and I personally am super grateful as Babaro.
Babaro, nicely done.
It really is.
I was gonna say too, we've had Yolpe, We've had even some of like the very like classic "we're around before us" makers have been a part of that, and that's been honestly kind of very gratifying for me to have like been able to build that bridge, I think. And I don't know, maybe Romhack Races, I don't want to take all the credit here, it's a community effort, but maybe Romhack Races could have had a little part of that, because I don't know, speaking as someone who, you know, I came around earlier in Kaizo SMW, and I think at the time, and I think justifiably so, there was a sort of a vibe of like, well, Kaizo is sort of a Johnny-come-lately of a thing, and, you know, there's these folks coming in who don't necessarily know that, like, people have been doing this for a while and think they're all, you know, like the first ones to invent rock and roll. Silent Snake, though, inventing an exit there. Nicely done. But, I don't know, I feel like I'm glad Romhack Races could, you know, maybe help bridge that gap a little bit, and now I think there's more a bridge and a sense of, like, understanding and camaraderie between the older guard and the newer people. I think there's more of a mutual respect there, and I'm grateful for that a lot. Kioski, nice job. Saw that. Was good. We also got what Nix Kills Myths coming up in here. Lower right hand corner, and MC Banjo Mike Jazzman and nom 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 nom.
Nix, another first time racer.
Welcome. I really like the talking about all the stuff I've really enjoyed over the years of Romhack Races. You know, I love that I like that when chat. Yeah, I like y'all in chat. Seeing you know, put support up for the new racers and your friends who are out here racing. I like that. That is the point. Please do that. That is totally cool. You know, and some you know, race channels and some things. It's we've got that. You know, sometimes it turns into that chat culture of like, oh, so and so is gonna win. MC Banjo Mike though, holy
heck
cow!
Yeah, let's go.
That was good, man. That's like the lowest pixel you could get. That keyhole has a really awkward sort of grab on the hitbox. Nicely done. That was good. But you know, I have to say, like, some race channels sometimes turn into like, oh, so and so is so good, they're always gonna win. Oh, you're not good if you're not so and so. Blah blah blah. And I'm grateful and thankful for chat that like y'all have helped us foster a community that isn't like that. We're all just out here to be like, yeah, my friend is racing and they did good. That's what it's about. That's the point. And you all kind of got that without really needing to be told. And I'm proud of you.
There goes Nix.
Maybe that's patronizing.
Ooh.
Yo.
Nix is so close.
Yeah, Nix Kills Myths coming out here first race with looking for a sub 30 right now. That's good.
That's very good. There's been a very iron sharpens iron mentality to a lot of this. And we've all worked very hard to build that kind of I don't know what the word is, that sort of group mentality where, yeah, we're all putting times in, but the times all contribute to sort of the collective community getting better. And
you know, when there isn't you know, pressure, I really, this is not a dig on speedrunning itself. I love speedrunning. I've dabbled myself now and then, but when there's like a leaderboard, it just makes it be a mountain. You know, there's one mountain called the any percent, the 100% leaderboard, and you're climbing the mountain or you're camped out on a base camp somewhere towards the top. But this is like a new mountain every week, a new playground every week. And so there's never like, oh, so-and-so always has all the top times and they always win. There are racers who have won a bunch who we know are strong, and yet every single week it's anybody's game. It's not, you know, even though it's all Kaizo Mario, it's anybody's race any week. And we've seen players just come out and like do like startling things because some level on some night, you know, just lined up with exactly what they were good at, and that was their week. And like for new players and for new racers or someone getting into it, like it could be your week too. And that's, I think, I don't know, I hope that keeps people excited and keeps them coming back. CO coming in here lower left, also final section. I don't think we're gonna get to see the first section of this again. I think you're all gonna have to play it for yourselves. Jazzman, look out in there.
Good job.
No problem.
Very nice. Where did you go? I'm looking at my list. There we go. Just so many Oh yeah, lest we all forget, Nathan in chat reminding us there's another level on this patch that I've conspicuously not shown on stream. CO.
Nice job, CO. Yeah, I'm curious what the what the secret level is, but I guess I will just have to play it myself.
So if you missed the pre-show, because this has come up in chat, we did some number crunching because we have access to all of our own leaderboard data. I don't know for certain if this is a record for the most number of races participated in, but Louis Doucet has over 50 wins.
That's tight.
He's also run in all but 29 of the 200 races.
Nix kills Nix, and Om Nom Nom. All right, wait. You say Om Nom Nom. I'll say Nix kills me. Nicely done, both of yous.
You're gonna
hey, follow the racers while you're at it. You're looking at these names like, hey, they did something cool. Type that name into your browser, twitch.tv/them, and bop that follow button. There's lots of people here trying to show off what they have, show their skills off, get their names out there. People like Blue Ribbon High Life up here. Proto Pizza, Agaria down here in the lower left.
This has got to be a record. We started with 29 racers, and we are down to our final 4.
What?
I'm not kidding you.
Are you for real? Actually? Oh, man.
I'm not kidding you.
Well, maybe we could just race, like, all of, I don't know. Like, when you said this level was going to be like, wow, this is a great level. Let me just be sure. This is a really just nicely succinct level. Like I said, for the AGDQ race, this is what you get when you have professionals. Like, oh my word, I am inspired by this. But when you said, like, okay, you're not going to know what this is, you know, you're not ready for this, you know, I was just thinking, like, okay, what did they do? Did they take all of Celeste and squish it down into Mario World, and, like, you literally have to beat Celeste or something? Like, you know what I mean? I was ready for, like, absolutely anything here. Is it just like Donkey Kong? Did they just port Donkey Kong into Super Mario, and you just have to win Donkey Kong now?
I mean,
man,
we haven't seen the second level. She may
oh
have.
My. We got Blue Ribbon High Life, we got Proto Pizza, Agaria, and Coat Synth. I just want to point out, everybody.
Yeah, Nix, you did a phenomenal job.
Ah, great job.
Proto Pizza.
Look out.
There it is. Neon Genesis Evangelion for the win. Lest you forgot who made this.
I do. I remember when D4 ported Space Invaders to Mario World and Pac-Man as well.
I do remember when and okay, it's week 200. We have to do some of this. There are too many people to accurately and properly, like, give all of the credit and thank that deserve it. Like, we would be here longer than we have levels to race, but D to the Fourth built so much of the ground on which we stand, both figuratively and also literally. The screen you see on the stream right now, D4 made that. The tool that we use to put these streams in front of you as Agoria with the clear.
If you wanted to stack a key on a keyhole, on a line, in a level with tiles that repeat and duplicate each other while crowd control attacks you, you would be playing something made entirely by D to the Fourth. Let that sink in a moment, will you? Nicely done, though, Agaria.
Entirely by D4. But it's not just the stuff that's visible. The website that all of this is hosted on is coded and maintained by D4. The server that we use to help host all of this was put together and is maintained in part by D4. When
I'm done with this, I'm probably going to be hanging out tonight and working on a hack on an editor that D4 literally made.
Literally.
Let's just really put this in perspective here. I'm gonna get off stream later tonight. I'm gonna chill later tonight. I'm gonna play something with SMB2 edit, which is just like, oh yeah, and also by the way, D4 just created SMB2 hacking. I have 4 labors to toad out now. Ahem, ahem, ahem.
Glitchcat7.com.
No man, boy oh boy, y'all really don't know. I've enjoyed the reactions so far. We're bringing back an archaic style, but that's a story for another night. Oh, I wanted to point something out too. We're looking at Blue Ribbon High Life here in the left-hand side. I didn't notice that these blue platforms, you need to be spinning when you touch those.
Yes.
If you don't, you just won't get a boost off of them, and you need the boost to get through.
And you can re-grab off them.
Yes, you can use the boost to get through and re-grab.
If you've ever played or watched one of Maddy Allegedly's levels, you'll know that one of the things that she is best at amongst anyone in this community, and it's almost like she does this for a living theoretically, is teaching you how to do something without telling you how to do something. And this is a phenomenal example. Lungfish says it in the chat. This level is designed where you only need to use one button ever. Like, it's just a very clear, very obviously laid out level, and we're lucky to have it. We've been lucky.
Yeah, that is something in level design, and something. So honestly, I've been working a lot of Subcon 2. That's like what I've been doing these past couple of days, just kind of locked away, building a big tower in Subcon. But you know, the difference between, okay, I want my player to learn something, and in order to do that, I have to teach it to them. How do I do that? Do I just put it in front of them and let them do it? That's a little basic. That's a little boring. Do I just like lock them in a room where they're just totally confused and the only thing to do is this one thing and they just have to like think to try that? Well, that's a little bit too hard and a little bit, you know, just not the style. So it's like you're like an elementary school teacher. How do I teach them ABCs in a fun way so they don't like get frustrated or get bored? You cannot skip collecting the rings. For those that don't know, if you just got here or whatever, the rings change your jump type. You can't spin jump on your own, and when you touch a ring, you'll either be spinning or be regular jump, and they just keep flip-flopping like that. So in order to get through, the players have to keep switching their jump. But that's the thing, is like, yeah, is trying to teach them in a way that they feel like they figured it out on their own. You know, if you give them a box and a ball and a square hole in the box, okay, well it goes in the square hole, and it's like, well, obviously, because it's the only thing to do, right? But if you give them like a whole bunch of shapes and a box with only one hole in it, then they find the shape and it goes in the box, then they think they figured that out, right? You have to like teach your player in such a way that makes them feel smart, right? If you're just like patronizing to them and you say, okay, this is what the triangle does and this is what the square does, then it just kind of feels like, you know, as a player, maybe you just get bored, or you're just like, okay, sure, you know, whatever, sure. But yeah, but they have to like find the box, you know? If you want to get rid of the, like on The Simpsons, if you want to get rid of the trampoline, you can't throw it away, and you can't sell it, and you can't dump it off a cliff. You have to put a sign on the trampoline that says like, do not steal, or put a bike lock on it, and then immediately someone's going to come and steal it, right? Like, you have to think like that when you design levels. You have to like trick them into feeling smart. I think you know, I mean, this level does an obviously good job with that. That's very like, I mean, that's like the professional school of level design that we all aspire to. to the point where they don't realize that they've learned something, and they don't realize they've learned something, but they've learned it but they've been playing the level the whole time. You know, they didn't notice that there was any lesson taking place. They just said, "Oh, this is the game," right? Just trick them into thinking the whole thing is the game and nothing is educational, right? You have to like, you know, it's like you're making an educational film, but you like can't tell them that or they get bored. You know, you gotta sneak it in. You gotta sneak it in somehow.
We have a late arrival to our race tonight. Endless Ascent had a bit of a delay in getting here, but we've got time, we've got room, so
we got plenty of time.
So we can see the first section again.
Yeah, let's go. Endless Ascent. All right, new racer. They're you know, they just gave everybody a 40-minute head start. That's right. If you get the sugar, then you get the money. Until the bees come. Ah, they're defending themselves somehow. So, you know, I haven't really even said, like, oh, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. You know, in general, thank you for watching. I hope you're feeling good. I'm honored to be able to do commentary on this. I'm glad that y'all have me back. Blue Ribbon High Life, gonna be glad to get that checkpoint, maybe, if they can time it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
hate to see it.
Oh man, I mean, we can only make the H's so big. Aw, jeez. I am, like, personally, I'm a fan of platforming on things, platforming on a space. Oh, Blue Ribbon, right back there. You love that. Oh. Platforming on a space where there is something circling around it.
Yes.
And you have to bounce off. I just really like that whole thing. That there's like SMB2, you got that with like Sparkies that circle around squares. I just really like that whole MO of just timing jumps like that. Cycle timing plus platforming.
So we don't know for sure who made this level, but if you have listened to our SGDQ recap stream that we did for the relay race, we were actually really lucky to have Maddy join us to give her perspective as a game designer of what someone might be thinking if they were to make a level like this. Not saying that anyone did or didn't, but you know, it's nice to have someone that may know what that would be like. And she said something really cool that I had never thought of before, and that is the designer of this level had the race meta in mind when they were making it. So you're seeing all of these short checkpoints. You're seeing checkpoints not necessarily being free. The opportunities for passing and for lead changes and for tight sections and close racing. Whoever made this level made it with all of that in mind, and it shows.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point, and that's something that I guess I could issue like a challenge to the community. I don't mean this as a challenge because people have been making excellent levels. Like I have zero complaints about literally anybody's levels. They've all been great for 200. It's amazing. But think about if you are going to make a race level, or you're interested in making a race level, you're thinking about you want to try that. It is totally cool to think about making it like Doc said, like specifically to be raced, with considerations involved with that in play, like multiple checkpoints, shorter sections, long level with a lot of little checkpoints. You know, that's something that I think like SMB2, I've been working a lot with that. SMB2 level design has that, because in SMB2, every room, every time you transition screens at all, in a door or a jar or a hawkmouth or whatever, that always is a checkpoint. There's no H's in SMB2 because everything is an H, and you just constantly think in building in terms of these little micro sections, but you can have a ton of them. So, you know, for level designers, I would love to see people, you know, like build the level you want, yeah, but maybe challenge yourself to think about building specifically a race level that has things like dynamic lead change built in to the way the level is going to be played. You know, we are also evolving as makers as we do this.
Blue is making great progress on this section, by the way. Like, they read those boo rings real quick, and those are not easy things to read. Trust me, I tried.
Yeah. That's what I love. That's exactly what I love, is this exact final section where you're like platforming and you're watching the cycle movement of something that kind of moves in an ordinary way in a line or a circle or whatever. That's just something about that is so fun to me, because I like seeing the future. You know, you get in tune with cycle timing like that. You're looking at something that I like to call it, which is silly and kind of a pretentious way to say it, I guess, but vector convergence, which is just kind of a fancy way of talking about, like, there are vectors or lines of motion on the screen. Can you look at two vectors moving and immediately tell where they are going to converge somewhere later on the screen? You're playing Asteroids, the video game Asteroids, right? You know, the asteroids are moving, you line up and you shoot your shot vector at the moving vector of the asteroid. So being able to use the skill of vector convergence and being able to just look at something and know where it's going to be in the future just at a glance based on its position, its line of motion, its speed, that is a hugely helpful skill in all video games. That's like video game 101, is like, you know, just having that vector convergence, kind of having an eye for that. And I don't know, it's just something I really like about it. It's expressed very well in having to dodge these boos, because you're looking ahead and kind of figuring out, you know, where the boo is moving, you know the speed, but you're trying to kind of place where it's going to be in a second and a half from now. And that's pretty fascinating to me. A race level where you can't die? Yeah, that would actually be really cool. That might be awesome. You know, it is for all makers, you know, for future Romhack races, of which I hope we have 200, 500 more. You know, it is definitely cool to, like, just think about, like, what could a race be? You know, this isn't necessarily like I made a Kaizo level and now all my friends are going to play it, but, like, you can make a level specifically for the race. It's something I'm going to be thinking about as well.
Agaria, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, the second level is bonus content, not part of tonight's race. But please play it and have fun.
That is a
Maddy gave us something extra special this time.
That is a what I was told by the messenger that slipped this level to me in an unmarked envelope. Was that this level you think of this level as a single. We have an A-side and a B-side, which, if you're familiar with the works of Maddy, allegedly, makes sense that there would be an A-side and a B-side.
Oh, a B-side! Oh my gosh, I'm just putting that together now. Oh my god.
Without going into too much detail, more's coming.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm not going to say more because it's not mine
pretty
to
cool.
Say.
That's pretty cool.
I'll let that happen as it does. But this is a teaser.
That's pretty exciting. It's nice to. I don't know, that's something else I'm happy about and grateful about with the Romhack race and Romhack community in general, is that, you know, there always seems to be something exciting on the horizon. There's something else coming, and every time you see something really cool, like the GDQ relay or like this, like week 200, we always end it with just, well, there's more, something else. You know, something else is coming, because there's just so many people who bring a lot of vibrancy to everything with creativity, music porting, level design, resource creation and management, community management, like everything. CodeSynth, yo, making it through that shell part, I noticed they finally put that one together. Good job. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just proud of everybody and gonna tell you about it.
Absolutely. Blue is getting really close too. Blue is getting really close to figuring out that little swooper jump at the end there. Endless is making good time too. It's like y'all are good at this game or something.
Oh, you know, and I'll say this. Speaking of new things, the sequel to Four Labors of Toad is called Luigi's Magic Mountain, and it'll be out sooner or later. Thought I'd drop that on everybody. I'm bringing back an old style, and something I'm excited to talk about, but it's kind of neither here nor there. It's the Impossible Mountain style, and I like to see that revived. Look out! Look out! Oh! Toadette tried to warn you, Blue Ribbon. Toadette tried. Oh, Toadette. Looking out for us, though.
Thank you, Toadette.
There's CodeSynth. Oh, making it. Oh, nicely done, CodeSynth. Well played. Yeah, do some push-ups, Sonic.
There we go.
I'm not, you know, I don't know if I'm proud or whatever that I've managed to stump like almost everybody with Four Labors of Toad, but that was the point. like I can't create a Godzilla monster specifically to terrorize the villagers and then say, oh no, it's terrorizing the villagers. I didn't mean to make a Godzilla monster to terrorize the villagers. I can't do this. It is a machine that's functioning at optimal efficiency, and you know, eventually we're all going to get too smart, and you're not going to be able to make a hack like that. That's the point. Yeah. The point is that we don't know. You couldn't make something like that in SMW right now because everybody already knows how to do all that stuff. You can't just lock them in an impossible room, but you can in Mario 2, and you will be locked in impossible rooms for some time to come. Blue Ribbon, though. The star of the moment here. And I love this. We get to see this ring switching part again from CodeSynth. I thought this was so creative. Where there's more rings than you need. And you have to, if you want to spin, even number of rings. Regular jump, odd number of rings. So you have to figure out how many to grab between each bounce. You know, more should be done, I think, with coin collecting. I know we've seen some levels with that Penniless Mario or whatever, you know, where we're like collecting coins is like your energy or something, or like you die, or you like Supersonic and you spend a coin every minute or something. But I wonder if something else couldn't be done with coins, you know? I mean, I guess we've seen a lot of ideas. Coins as ammo for something, coins as payment for a jump. Endless Ascent, no.
Endless paying
getting
their first
one
visit.
Coin they don't want. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Level design challenge.
Let's go, Blue.
Let's
Come on. Let's
go.
Oh!
Oh, CodeSynth! No, denied, ghosted by the falling blocks at the very end. Endless Ascent though with the checkpoint. We got progress now. Oh, Code. Oh, you can. Oh, the pain. Oh, no. Oh, CodeSynth. That's a number 2 because you're so smart. Like you got through this awesome thing, and then it's just like, oh no. I think every single Maddy level I played forever and for the dawn of time, I am going to assume that the platform right before the checkpoint is going to fall. Okay,
yes.
That was. I'm just saying that was in Thrice Ghosted in GDQ, and now it was used again here. You got us twice on that, and from now on and forever and infinity, I'm going to just assume, that looks like ground, but it's going to fall. So, gonna have to flip the script on us next time. Well, coins to buy edits to the level. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
A mid-level shop.
What about it gets me thinking of something like the game Downwell, if anyone's ever played that, where it's sort of like it's kind of like D4. Like D4 made Descending Dark, which is like procedurally generated fall level, and Downwell is a really cool game, honestly, on Steam. Y'all should try it. It's like a procedurally generated level where you fall down a well, obviously, and along the way you buy gems and crystals. You get a key, and you miss the keyhole. Oh, I sit on the toilet. But It's a cool game, and it has a shop in Downwell. And as you go through, you're picking up crystals and junk, and then you use it to buy upgrades that are available, and you sort of build a character. So maybe something, I don't know, Downwell Spelunky kind of shop system with coins or something. I don't know. What else could we do with coins? Like, for example, in hold up, Blue Ribbon High Life. Hold up, hold the phone. No, don't hold the phone that long. Get on the other line. But for example, SMB2 tech. In SMB2, you don't have coins, but you do have cherries. And if you collect 5 cherries, you can get a superstar. But as we've seen in Romhack race levels for Mario 2 in the past, cherries in Mario 2 are also objects. And so they can just have blocks that just sit on them, right? So you could just have like something and throw it, and it will just sit in the air on a cherry. What if there were coins that did something like that, right? That like you could throw a key onto a coin, and then it would stay there like a 1F0, but if you took the coin, then it wouldn't be there anymore, so you wouldn't be able to use it as a platform, so you had to like figure out how to remove or not remove coins to make a little puzzle. Here goes Blue Ribbon. Come on, third time's the charm. Let's go. In there. Oh, you know, extra cool points for Blue Ribbon High Life because they lined the key part of the key up with the keyhole in a very like satisfying way, and I appreciate that. I'm sure that was entirely on purpose just to be satisfying. So good job, Blue Ribbon. Yeah, that's true too. The why do coins float from False Circus, which gives you a mid-air jump when you pay for coins, and that's like the overall gimmick of the hack. Oh, but we got some time to chill. Oh, Doc, how are you feeling? Was there anything I want to make sure you get a chance to talk? Well, if I could have a word though, Doc, I'm glad that you're on the commentary tonight. Honestly, feel free to join any week if you just want to like do a partner thing with this. That's totally cool. But Doc has been, and I'll say this, Doc has been the actual glue that has held this together for a long time. Doc has been the one willing to step up and do organizational stuff. Oh my gosh, make spreadsheets, organize Discord servers, message various people to help keep them on point. Are you kidding me? Do you know how few people want to do that? Like myself included. Like really, I'm trying to be funny right now, but to make a point that I think in Kaizo especially, something that's really special about it is that there are a lot of things to do. Whatever you do, whatever you're good at, whatever skills you bring to the table, there's a place where you fit in and where you can do just that skill and be a meaningful part of the community. Doc, thank you, honestly, for absolutely everything and for really actually being the glue that holds a lot of this together and keeps it going. I actually have no idea what we would do without you, and I'm honestly super grateful, personally, that you have stuck with us for this long. And like, I really hope that you feel yourself that you are a valued, trusted member of what we're doing here, and it would absolutely not be the same without you. That's all I got.
I appreciate it. Code Synth, by the way, meeting the wrong end of that boo ring right before the H, unfortunately. It's, you know, this is what I do. I've made 3 levels. None of them I would ever particularly put in anyone else's hack. But this is the chance I have to give back and help the community grow and help the community do cool things. And
thank you.
I am happy to have the chance, and I'm happy to do what I can with the chance I've been given. You mentioned you've been talking a lot about SMB2. You don't know this because it literally just happened a couple hours ago. SMB2 is back on our menu.
Was that the week 205?
Week 205.
I saw that on the pre-show. I saw that. That was exciting. I hadn't known.
Yeah. By the way, Code Synth getting back and Code Synth getting back and making it to the boo ring and getting to the H.
Let's go, Synth. Anyhow,
Red Feathers is coming back. If you've never played a Red Feathers SMB2 level, you're in for a treat. They make some really, really fun, really accessible SMB2 Kaizo. And you can go through and play some of their past levels that they've done for us. They've done, I believe, 2 past race levels. But that's been one of the coolest things, is to have SMB2 and SMB3. D4 is back on the calendar.
We do. We have, like I said, there's always more coming up, and we just have a stellar lineup of people that are still okay. Oh, also allegedly Maddy is making a level, and also we've got these tons of other superstars for the rest of the year. Tune in every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here. Smash the follow. We've got a lot more of the buttons back in the back room. We just got superstars forever. There's always going to be a great race Saturday nights right here.
We've had 113 different people make levels for us over the past 200 weeks.
That's tight.
It is. It's a lot. By the way, shout out to Kerr, who is officially the reigning and defending title holder with 7 weeks of levels to their name. Orca and CO both have 6. Icy Fruit also. Shout out to Icy Fruit, wherever you are. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, same.
But we've had a lot of phenomenal people make levels for us, and we're not stopping.
I just realized with 200 weeks, that's more than 96 exits twice.
Yes, that is. We're coming up on 2 full jumps.
It took that long, but we finally did 2 jumps.
2 jumps. Next week, we have a level from Xiao Xiao.
Ooh, Baron of Xiao Xiao.
Baron of Xiao Xiao himself.
Is that wait? So you got me wanting to race now. Are we?
Well,
are we
here's
really?
The thing. But here's the thing. It's Xiao Xiao because it's also KLDC season, and if you remember.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
So Xiao Xiao just of most recently Baron of Shell, a phenomenal shell, absolutely phenomenal shell hack. But if you recall, Xiao Xiao's 2021 KLDC entry, Water Castle, won a Judge's Choice Award for beginner level design. So,
oh my gosh, Code Synth
with the read.
That was great, actually.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah. Xiao Xiao, also a great maker. That was splendid. They did a really nice little fall between that boo and the wall there. That was really good. Well played. You were saying, sorry.
I was saying, and we're gonna roll this out with Endless because Endless is a good player. They're gonna be able to put on a show for us. Plus, we still want to talk. And Xiao Xiao can make some phenomenal stuff. But coming up, we have levels from Xiao Xiao. We have levels from Orca. We have levels from Darkenine. We have a collaboration level from Ampersand and Margot, who, by the way, Margot featured apparently on this week's level with Maddy, allegedly. So shout out to Margot for all of the work that she does to help, not just for her own projects, which Sayonara 2, absolutely incredible, but for all the work that Margot does, collaborating with many other members of the community. We have a level from GUI, which in the if you're of the more let's put it this way, if you're on the more 6 to 7 star level in terms of levels that you get excited by, you should know that on the calendar that we have for reserving levels, GUI just put in the intended difficulty, just put expert.
I have seen GUI's levels designs really grow a lot, actually. I remember in particular GUI made I forget the name of literally every I've played hundreds and hundreds of Mario Kaizos at this point, but they made something that was really good, and I remember playing it and just being like, this is so like good that it's almost too extreme. Was it Crescendo? Thank you. Yeah, and it stuck out in my head. Was it Way the Tempest, Crescendo? I forget which one it was, but I just remember saying something like, this is like so extreme, and like it's good, but it's like extreme in a way. And since then I've seen them really just like hone their skills, and they have made some exciting stuff. And now I see their name pop up on the moderation list. I'm like, oh cool, fun new expert hack. Yeah, long time pit hacker. I didn't know that actually, who came over and did some RTA stuff. But I'm excited for that one. That'll be a good race. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad there's something for everybody.
Yes.
If you want to race a hard level, we have some of those. If you want to race an easier level, we have some of those. It can't be the same thing every week. And just because I noticed the name in chat, I'd like to give a special thanks, Kezcade and that friend I know, Amethyst. Definitely remember that name. They filled in last week, and I really appreciate that. Watched the VOD, did a great job. Shout outs to you. Thank you very much for that.
I need to hop in, and I need to make a very special shout out because I see their name in chat as well. Ampersand. Holy moly! For all of the existence of Romhack races, we have had a base ROM. It's how we built the levels from the very beginning. Ampersand led the charge to make the Romhack races base ROM something more than the sum of its parts, and absolutely has transformed that into what I consider to be one of the most useful tools this community has ever seen. And if you have not noticed what we just did, as I said, it is KLDC season. KLDC launched yesterday. Ask me how I know. Ampersand just released version 4.8 of the base ROM, which you can find if you just type !base ROM in chat. 2019 Romhack Races staff is quaking in their boots right now because Ampersand, as part of the base ROM 4.8, added optional SA1 support to the Romhack Races base ROM.
Ooh, that's, at the risk of sounding cliche, that's a spicy meatball.
And so, Amper, I want to say personally thank you so much from truly the bottom of my heart for all of the time you have put in to making Romhack races be something that other people look at as a place to go for help.
That was the stated goal of the community when we started it in the first place. Is people need a landing point. People need an entry point into this in a community where it's not super hyper competitive, yet we need a way to tie it all together. What's that going to be? Well, it's a sight read race. Thank you for that. That's big. I think, like Doc is saying, like, Amber's helped out with this. The testers have helped out with this. The whole culture, the whole community has helped out with this. Is like making this kind of thing more accessible for people.
First try, the first try. Let's go. But there have been too many people that have tested for this to even like count. But to just kind of tie it all back, Atari, who was the original leader of the testing team and helped put the first base ROM together and the first set of standards we had for racing. Nexus, the undisputed, I won't say unchallenged, but undisputed reigning and defending champion of Romhack races. 12 wins, 16 races, 75% win percentage. 6 in a row, to this day, remains the best streak in our history.
Yeah, the 6 in a row. I think someone had a 6 in a row or was working on tying it. And we've got, to keep that narrative going, the 6 in a row. We do have Marcy now with working on the 3-peat for next week, so could be challenging for that record. And with the stats, too, I wanted to point out that it has never happened ever in a Romhack race that there has been a one-shot of the entire level. There have been checkpoint one-shots, but there has actually never been a one-shot of any level in a Kaizo race on Romhack races ever. The only one-shot in sight-reading Kaizo history that has happened so far happened at GDQ this past event, and it was Sojo on that Mario Maker level. I forget which one it was, but it was an SMB3 level. She got a one-shot, and that's just, I wanted to point that out for the historical point, is that we've had 200 weeks without a single one-shot. There has been one that we even know of in sight-reading Kaizo race history since the founding of Romhack races, which I think is pretty neat.
There was a week we came very close, and I want to say it was Halcyon.
I think you're right.
And it was the Geometry Dash week, and I think it was Insanit. Insanit made a Geometry Dash level. Oh, it was Fryenby. That's right. So it was actually something else, but Halcyon two-shotted a section.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's so funny because that's like the record. Let's go, Endless! Oh, that was so close.
No,
but yeah, so like how low, the record can't be any lower than 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just like Yatanai at the summit of Mount Everest.
But Insanit's Geometry Dash level, which I believe is still the fastest clear in our 200 weeks. And then Halcyon on Fryenby's level, GLHF, really came close to a one-shot. Halcyon's one of those racers that has a 5 streak. Louis has a 5 streak. Halcyon has a 5 streak. Grim has a 5. The Wild Grim has a 5 streak. And Nexus, of course, has the 6 streak.
I wonder if we should start getting little cloth badges. Back in the day, you play Atari games. You got a high score, you take a picture of it with your Polaroid camera, send it to the Atari, or I'm sorry, not Atari, they didn't do this at all. Activision, back when they were cool, made little patches, and if you got a high score on an Activision game, you could send your picture to them, and they'd send you a little patch. And I feel like some of these racers have like a whole bunch of little, like a general or something with a whole bunch of little patches on their proverbial vest. Maybe we should make like 3 streak or what. Remember, I don't know if anyone else is. I was in bowling leagues as a kid. It was just something to do on Saturdays. Really, I was there to play the pinball. It was Wrecking Crew. It was a good one. They had like, if you got a turkey, you got a little turkey patch. I wonder if we could get like little cloth patches, like 3-peat Romhack race champion.
I bet we could make patches like for like letter jacket patches or leather jacket package.
Oh man. Yo, speaking of which, shop.romhack races is available if you want to get some super cool Romhack race merch, t-shirts from your favorite teams, from the GDQ race, and some cool Romhack races swag. All that goes right back to our community helping us out with server costs and things we need around the shop. Do the clouds change color with your jump type? I've watched this entire level and didn't notice that.
Yes, they do.
They do. Okay, they definitely do. Purple and blue. Yep, didn't even. I watched this whole level and didn't even pick up on that. That's such a neat little subtle detail. It's you know what? It's stuff like that. You know, we're talking like I'm thinking of the evolution. You know, Kaizo history is a fascinating topic to me. You know, the evolution from Impossible Mountain kind of Tonkachi hacks, and even like early 2000s early Takamoto jump team type of hacks, and the amount of just subtlety and like professional polish that we can add to games that was never available before in hacking is really fascinating to me, honestly. I mean, even just, did you know that there was a time when most Kaizo hacks, Kaizo in big air quotes, had upside down munchers? Instead of, remember that? Anybody remember upside down munchers? It used to be a big thing. Then we all could flip them over, and that was like a big revolution. The little tiny quality of life things, like the clouds that change color, the thing that beats in time to the music, the power-ups and the things that like are synced up in so many like quality of life kind of not related to gameplay ways is so cool to me. The fact that we can put so much polish on top of something that used to just be upside down stacked floating munchers. If you play the original Kaizo 1, they are just upside down munchers. I think all the Kaizos have that. Kaizo 3 flips them around, I think. If I recall correctly. Endless, let's go. Could be the win. Oh, could be the win.
But we got it. There it is. And that is time.
Done. Nicely done. Look at that. All gamers through in 115. Look at that. Well done. Well done.
I would like to. I'd like to make a point.
Yeah, please, Doc.
Oh, by the way, let's take a look at the second level real quick if you want to see what's on this. What else is coming your way?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool that it ejects the. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Oh, you can get weird with this.
We'll just
get weird.
We'll just let it play out.
Does Endless know that it's okay for them to just sort of play this? Because this, for everyone watching, this was not part of the official race tonight. We schedule about 2 hours for these broadcasts, and we are just kind of kicking around, having some fun right now. This is unreal cool. Okay, this is awesome. This is super neat. And it ejects the shell in an active state, so you can bounce on it in the direction, and it holds them there. Oh, that's really cool. That's really neat. Oh, you could do weird shell stuff with this. That's pretty cool.
If you want to play this for yourself, all you have to do is download tonight's race level and beat that, and then
I'll be checking this out. I'll be checking this one out.
So
you could do a lot of stuff with this.
I want to kind of put some things in perspective for the community here. 200 weeks worth it. If you to do the math, we're talking 4 years, give or take, a little bit less than 4 years. July 23rd, 2018 was roughly around the time when all of this started. Here are some of the hacks that are younger than Romhack races. Okay? So I want to put some of this in perspective. Akogare 1. Akogare 1 is younger than Romhack races. Invictus. In fact, Invictus came out in October of 2018.
When Invictus came out, I was one of the first people to play it, and I'm like, this is an instant classic. And I was right.
Backwards Mario World. Older than that.
Oh, that's West Slasher's old champ.
It is.
Yeah.
It is as old as Pipe Dream.
What, Romhack Races is as old as Pipe Dream?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Especially with Hacker's Dream, Z-SNES version being out now.
So, if you want to think about how far Kaizo has come.
Return to Subcon also.
Yes. We've been here in some form or fashion for... There are 12... If you go and you pull up the Kaizo hacks on SMW Central, there are 12 pages of them. You have to get to page 11 of 12 to find where Romhack races would start. There have been almost 570 hacks that have come out since Romhack races.
That's actually really cool. That's actually, it is older than Grand's Poo's Worlds. That's wild, though. That's wild. So wait, I'm trying to think, which of... where did my hack... just not to make it about me, but I'm just to put this in a personal perspective.
Your hack came out on SMW Central on June 9th, 2018.
Okay, so that was just before Romhack, and that would have been Search for Salmon,
yes,
which I've still never actually put. Nice H, Endless. I've never actually put Breakfast Kaizo 1 on SMW Central. You know what? Why? I should submit that sometime. It's like it's never been on there. This is neither here nor there. We could talk about that later. I was wondering if it's SMW Central stuff.
I guess the thing that I would want to say about all of this is we have been, I would say, lucky to have had a front row seat to the evolution of all of this. You know, Romhack Races helped bring back KLDC in 2020. Romhack Races helped put together the first all Romhack charity marathon. We are the reason. Remain calm, says the level. Romhack Races.
I'm trying.
Romhack Races has provided platforms and opportunities for players and makers to explore, learn, grow, and find new ways and new opportunities to play and try cool things. And I think, okay, this is really cool. Sorry, that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm just watching. Oh, the brown blocks are death. Oh, I'm like trying to play this in my head.
All of this is done because Carl Sagan and Glitchcat and a bunch of other people at AGDQ 2018 got together and said, this is what our community needs if we want to grow.
I'm just super glad we could actually do that. And I mean, really, really sincerely, like, Romhack Races is still, I am so proud that it is fulfilling exactly what we set out to do, that it hasn't strayed from that, and that's a real dedicated community effort. I'm super proud that we have this, and I think it's something really special. I you know, it's not, I don't want to take all the credit. Romhack Races did this. It's the community of people, but to be able to put that kind of under an umbrella, thank you all for that. It's been a pleasure to watch. I'm grateful that I've been able to do this, you know, for 200 weeks, for as long as I have, and I'm really just, I'm grateful to be able to just kind of be at the heart of that. I mean, I really like, I always kind of set my desk up like, you know, like a central nervous system brain. I like sitting in the brain command center where I can make a game, I can make music, and I can do all this. You know, I'm just sitting in the center of it, and it's been nice to just like kind of sit in the middle and just sort of watch this all. You know, a long time ago, the question was asked. I love this section too. Clever.
Yeah.
But you know, the question was asked when we were first deciding, you know, what this is all going to be, how it's going to be structured, you know, who's going to do what. And you know, the question was raised to me like, you know, okay, well, what do you want to do for this? And you know, I could have raced. You know, it's no secret that I like to personally, I want to, you know, get my name out there as GC7, great at Kaizo, you know, that kind of thing. And I thought about it, and I thought a lot about it, and I picked commentary particularly. I said no. You know, I think my skills and what I can do would be better serve the community by just being commentary and by bringing the kind of knowledge and understanding to people with tech and just talking about the races and stuff. And I have never regretted that. I've always had a really good time just being able to bring people the commentary and hopefully sort of, again, I'm not trying to take personal responsibility. Lots of people help with this. Lots of people are good at this, but to just sort of raise the level of dialogue about this kind of thing in the first place. You know, there is a lot to talk about with Kaizo and races and all this stuff, and I really hope that I could do what I thought I could do when I picked this role for myself, which is bring it to people verbally in a very accessible way and in a way that gets them excited about wanting to try that. So personally, I hope that I've been able to achieve that for everybody. And I'm proud when I see new people, you know, I don't know, following through or trying something that I said. You know, I'm not the ultimate guy that knows everything, right? But, you know, I'm proud of people learning and growing and taking these things to heart. I'm genuinely really proud of everybody. I mean that.
Do you remember who won the very first ever Romhack race?
Oh, man. No, I don't. I don't even remember I don't even remember the first. Like, what was the first? I don't remember.
So
oh my god, I don't remember at all.
The first Romhack race was it's a Chris G level.
Okay. Yes, it was.
It's Chanterelle. It's one of our few 2-stars. And it holds up, by the way. If you've ever if you're looking for like what are the entry level Romhack race levels that if you're just getting into it and you want to start figuring this out, Chris is the very first ever Romhack race level is a Chris G level called Chanterelle. It's a 2-star level and it holds up. It's that good. But the winner of the very first ever Romhack race is someone who you would never guess in a million years. And I'd like to say that it's awesome looking at it now because this was 4 years ago. On this list, you have Linkdead, Juzzcook, Grim, Electronic Logic, Why Not, Flipspad, Ceocadelic, Stellar Strix, Jank Pickle, Seathorn. People that are still around and still contributing and still being part of this community. Fawful was in that race. Harkness, Fink was in that race. But do you know who won? I'll give you a hint. They're way more known for making levels now, but not Kaizo levels.
Oh man,
actually, very notably not Kaizo levels.
To guess. Jeez, I feel like I should know this. I mean, Kaizo history is my thing. Oh,
it's a name that you probably wouldn't know from if.
Was it Carl?
It's not Carl. Carl didn't race in week 1. Carl raced in week 2 though.
Who was it? I'm curious.
None other than Gaiden Team's own Lol Yoshi.
Oh wow. Wow.
Not only did Lol Yoshi win, Lol Yoshi smoked everybody. Lol Yoshi sub-3'd Chris G's level.
Yikes. Wow. So the first Romhack race was won in spectacular style. That's really cool. I'm glad we have that information, just historically speaking, because it's easy to have stuff get away from you in that amount of time. I've thought back. I mean, the Kaizo folder on my SD to SNES has like 450 some hacks in it, plus hundreds of Romhack race weeks, plus hundreds of KLDC levels. It's been a long time, and that's something too. Is there are folks, and I've seen it, in race levels and makers and folks in the community who just kind of showed up one day and were really, really good, and it is something that has been really satisfying to me as someone who approached the whole of Twitch streaming already feeling like, okay, I am a good player. I already have world record high scores. I am very good. And to then get on Twitch and see all these people kind of from under a rock, so to speak, who just astonishing skill and who just come out of nowhere. Halcyon, in particular, is someone who just God, as far as I know, and forgive me if I'm wrong about this, correct me, but they just kind of showed up one day and just started kicking butts all over town. That has been one of the coolest things to me about being an academically minded player of video games on Twitch, is just really getting to see these incredibly talented players that you don't even know. You know who's the best Kaizo player in the world? I guarantee you it's someone who doesn't even play publicly. We don't even know who they are. That's who the best Kaizo player is, for sure. And just getting to have that slow reveal year after year with people, that has been awesome.
Also, if you would like to know who to blame for Third Wall learning how to hack, it's us. So, Third Wall's first ever creations of any kind for SMW, I believe, were Romhack race levels. I believe this even predates the first version of Broke World. So, yeah, that's fun. Week 27, the discovery of new tech, which that's something we could talk about too.
Oh yeah, all the new stuff that's premiered on Romhack races. Over the years, it's really been a place for people that have came and wanted to show off this is the cool new thing. We've seen first ever, never before seen tonight only on Romhack races stuff repeatedly.
Third Wall discovering that you can double hit a bonsai
That was a good one. I like that one.
Week
That was a
27.
good one. That was a good little bit of tech there. That was actually, I think, one of the first times I've seen like a new trick, or that I can recall being like, "Oh no, it's Toadette! Look out! Look out! What did Toadette warn you about?"
Hey.
Oh, what the crap! Oh, what the crap! Oh, yo, GG. All right, Endless Ascent winning the bonus round, the not actual level, and of course, as it says, read the screen, pal. Trans writes, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, gee, what do we do now, Doc?
Oh, I know what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
I have a raid target for us.
Oh, excellent.
And it's a raid target. Someone else that deserves a shout out as. One second. Something very important I have to do. There we are. The original artist who did the Romhack Races logo that you see on screen, that did the background, that did the colors, that did
oh yes, quite a friend.
That did our first round of emotes. We are going to raid her tonight. To pay her a visit and say thank you. She's actually doing Lunar Dragon practice.
Oh, owner of a splendid fuzzy gray cat.
Lovely cat. But before I put my race director hat back on, I do want to say one last round of thank yous. There are too many people, truly, to thank behind the scenes. But the people that work the hardest on this, and the people that make this happen, beyond a shadow of a doubt, are just the team of volunteers and the team of admins that have sacrificed and put this community ahead of the community that they could be putting for themselves or building for themselves. It really makes a difference, and it really helps all of us grow, and it's not unnoticed. So Deke, Fawful, Glitch, D, Kel, if folks, if you don't know Kelgand, holy moly, Kelgand has done more for this community and for SMW streamers as a whole than people are ever going to be able to realize. So give big shout outs to Kelgand for the work that he does, both just in general for a whole bunch of individual people, but for Romhack Races specifically. To the testers, to Darkenine, to RBP, to Kerr, to Omnom, to SQL Infection, to Logic, to I'm going to leave people out. Osu, Shoujo.
We can just read down the mod names in the mod channel.
Myth, Low. I mean, yeah. There's just so many people. Star, Cherry. There are truly just too many people to truly thank properly. I'm sorry to say that.
I hope y'all can be proud that we did this together. You know,
we did.
That this is something that we've done in particular as a community, that no one came and said, this is my thing and you're all doing it. No one said this is how it has to be. No giant, you know, and I don't need to get into this discussion necessarily, but it just comes to mind is, you know, the esports word gets kicked around a little bit from time to time regarding Kaizo, and I got nothing on that right now, but what I do want to say is that it's really special that we are making this together. That this is entirely the resources, the levels, the scouts, the mods, the restream, the commentary, everything is made by us, and I think that we do ourselves a really good service by maintaining that and by, you know, making it. I love Kaizo because Kaizo is, anybody can imagine it, anybody can do it. No one says this is what Kaizo is and this is how it gets made. We're all just interpreting and imagining and growing and thinking what else could there be, and I don't ever want that to stop. That's a huge strength of us and our community, and I hope that we all can really feel the power of that because it's really immense.
We have to do at least another 220 because Idol signed up for week 420.
Oh yeah, done easy.
So that, I mean, we're stuck here for at least until October 10th, 2026. So after that, all bets are off. But we've got, we do have Mark Alarm signed up for week 42,069, which we have not actually scoped out, but as we have listed as the collapse of Western society. Mark Alarm, when he signed up for that week, did say that he hopes that Celeste.smc will hopefully be out by then, which kind of lets you know when Mark picked that date.
Kaizo Mario, they used to call it Kaizo Mario, I remember.
Yeah, it's true.
All the way back in the roaring 20s it was. We used to play on a TV screen.
Mark, if you're listening, you did it. You released Celeste.smc before the collapse of Western society. Congrats.
That actually sounds like a message box in a Maddy hack.
And here we are. Coming up, we have levels from, like I said, Xiao, Orca, Darkenine, Ampersand, and Margot, Red Feathers with SMB2, Gooey, Fire 150, Det 2, Mythrillionaire, Mars Ampere, Gemstones VA. Don't sleep on them. That's going to be really good. Chan Dontor with an extremely intermediate level. We're going to have another Microwave Brother level, which I personally am extraordinarily happy to see on the list. Microwave Brother, back on the list. Furpy with the Halloween level. Revelug, Amazing Chest. Solve for X, Circle Friendo. A Christmas level from Seokadelic and the Boogeyman.
Oh, jeez.
A New Year's Eve level from Haraga. We're booked through 2023, y'all, and we're going to be here the entire time. And if as long as people are willing to make for us, and as long as people are willing to race, you're going to have people that are willing to be here to put these things on. I promise you that.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, everybody.
And remember, now you've got literally our entire catalog of levels at your fingertips without having to leave Discord. All you have to do is head to our Discord, type /get levels, and thanks to Kelgand.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to actually use that command to get level for the Bubzette Mario 2 race that I made. Remember that one? Bubzette chooses violence. Okay, I definitely need to get that because the physics for that Bubzette are custom and they're made by me. And they're saved to that ROM and that patch. And when my hard drive blanked, I lost my original Bubzette physics. And I don't want to have to make them again because they were perfectly tuned. So I'm going to have to go on the Discord and use the command get level to get my own thing so that I can revive the Bubzette physics. Now, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Her physics are just numbers. I just need to know what those numbers are because I didn't write them down.
That is all we need to know. So I don't have any more announcements other than good luck with KLDC, everyone.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
I'm excited. I've already seen some and heard some things that are making me very happy and very excited for what comes out of this year's KLDC. But and don't worry, when you use /get level, you are the only person that sees what you request. So don't worry about...
Nobody has to know what Kaizo levels you're choosing to play. That's true. Your business.
That's between you and Rami.
Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?
I'm just saying. I think that is all of the housekeeping notes that I have. But thank you all again for awesome time. We're gonna raid Resi, and we're gonna keep this going as long as you are all willing to have us. So, thanks everyone. I think I take that back. I don't know if Resi's still online. Resi may have gone off during our monologue.
Resi, come back.
We tried.
But Resi...
Yeah.
I'm looking at my follow list like, oh, Romhack Races is on.
Oh, we're going to raid RBP.
Oh, there you go.
I'd say we raid Marcy, but we raided Marcy last week. So we're going to raid RBP.
And you know what? They're testing a new hack, so we still get to see new stuff.
There we
Thank
go.
you all so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter. Other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings, and to the internet's number one long boy for it. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. Wait, I got lost. And the people that matter to you in your lives, would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter. LGBTQIA plus lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. I hope everybody has a really splendid night. Thank you all. Thank you all for the welcome back. And for my friends, I'll see you all on my stream tomorrow for a little bit of SNES shenaniganery. Be good to each other. Thank you so much for having me.
Take care, y'all. Have a great night.
Stepness, you were already here. Stepness, don't switch sides. Yo, welcome in, everyone. Blue Ribbon, High Life, hi. Everyone from Romhack Races, welcome on in. Glitch Cat, Grateful, hi, everyone. I am RB Pimlico. I hope you all enjoyed the level today. Absolutely fantastic level. Excellent job to Margot and Maddy, allegedly, for making something so incredible. I had a lot of fun. And shout outs to everyone that raced. I didn't see how many people signed up. Whoa, that is a long list of people that ran today. That's huge. GG, everyone. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all did too. Welcome in. I'm RB Pimlico. We are playtesting for Lifa right now. We are towards the end. We're in Special World. This is Lifa's shell level, I guess. We're going to do this for like 20 more minutes or so, and then we're going to do a run of Send Your Regrets to the Czar. We are currently very close to uncontested world record. We have maybe the technical world record, but Alex has a run that's 4 seconds faster than mine that they said they're not going to submit because it's a different version. But, you know, everyone says that until someone posts a time that's only 4 seconds faster than the time they've already gotten. And then suddenly, whoa, hey, the rules don't say anything about version. So, you know, we got to get a better one. But welcome in, everyone. Dr. No says 30 people. That's a lot of people. That's a good race. That's a great race. Yo, Omnom, how you doing? Ballistic Aristocrat, how you doing? Slopcore, I saw you before. Are you switching sides? By the way, thank you for all the follows, everyone. I really appreciate it. It is wonderful to see you all. No. What was everyone's feelings on the level today? How did everyone enjoy it? Did everyone like having Sonic for a change? He caught me. Did everyone like seeing a little Sonic? Really interesting implementation of you know, a similar core concept behind, I guess, what we're all familiar with as motor skills, but, you know, manifested a different way. I really liked it. That was a lot of fun. So, Lifa, it's not a problem, but I do want to say, because you do this, I feel like a lot of your shell setups, you often put me very close to the wall, both in terms of the size of the spaces that you ask me to shell jump in, and when you have stationary shells on 1F0. Like, see, that one, that's a beautiful distance. That one, that's a mean distance away from the wall. It's fine, you know, I know how to deal with it. Any given player that gets to this level in this hack is going to know how to deal with that, but it is worth noting that you do have a tendency to put me pretty close to the wall and force me to, you know, do a little roundy round to get away. Pretty cool. We got new jump mechanics 2 weeks in a row, right? Endless Ascent, isn't that cool? Had to put the thinking cap on for a bit. Levels that make you think are healthy for you, right? Keep your brain engaged. It's enrichment. It's good for you. Nar. I hope everyone is enjoying. They're nice. Okay, I keep throwing it, and I need to make myself not do that. No throw. No throw, just bop. No throw, only bop. You like the nuances? You like the nuance, but I hear you. Again, it's fine. It really is fine. It's just, I have noticed that about your shell setups. You do like putting me close to the wall. And again, that's fine. Like, it's a reasonable test to ask your player to be able to deal with that and space themselves appropriately. So, and you know, some of those setups I think probably require it just with how long the platform stays afloat and stuff like that. So I'm definitely not pointing it out as a thing that I think needs to change, just maybe a thing to be aware of, I suppose. It is a very small and easily overlooked thing that I think kind of beefs out the requirement matrix for your levels and the setups, because just approaching the setup, it is itself a thing to shell jump. You got to go from point A to point B with a shell. But then the player has to then, like, there's you kind of like, it's density. It fills the matrix up faster, because there's that, the player then has to know, yes, that is the setup, but I also need to correct my distance when doing the setup. I don't know how better to say it than that. It's just like, it increases the density of your requirements faster. Which is, again, fine, but it just means that the player fills up quick. You fell off when it came to the math. Oh, yeah, the math. Can you believe that there was math? Can you believe that there was math in a SMW Kaizo level? In some streams, that'd get you banned. Too much math. Yo, thanks. Again, thank you all for the follows. I do really appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, so what am I doing? What is happening here? What is happening here? That I don't think that banning Maddy for a disagreement over level design. Hey, you know, you bring the math, you bring the math. You got to live with the consequences. Stephness would like a little spinnies. That's a good spinnies. Still trying to figure out what I'm doing there. Ooh, all right, everyone. Let's all relax. Get a snack. Get your swimmer on. We're going to the hot tub. Going to the hot tub. We know what it is now. Yeah. That ninja cat is too cool. That is Lifa, did you draw that, or is that just an avatar of sorts for you? Oh, okay. I'm getting kind of better at that, but that is... The spacing on that just makes it hard. Ah, there I go again. There I go again, being too close to the wall. Avatar of sorts? Okay. Well, that there is Lifa. I don't know why I did a turn back there. I'm a little confused. No, okay. So I got to be careful about how far out I go. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That there's an absolute mood. The cat with their knife and their